everyone, and welcome back to Kelly's Kitchen on Big Oggie's World. So it's a Saturday afternoon and John is busy watching the rugby as per. So I'm going to do something for our tea, which I'm going to cook and then we're going to eat straight away. So I've been a bit prepared. I think I mentioned to you before, and actually we're mentioning it quite often, we really need to eat more fish. And so I have recently got this new book, Rick Stein's Simple Suppers, and there are some brilliant recipes in here. And tonight we are going to have poached hake with a parsley and chive sauce. Now John and I have never had hake, or I certainly haven't, I don't think he has either, but hake is one of the really popular fishes in Cornwall. I think it's probably very sustainable and people tend to use it more so than cod. But it is a white fish. I'll just get out of the fridge. And to the untrained eye, because I'm the untrained eye, it looks pretty much like cod. So anyway, think along the lines of bird's eye cod and parsley sauce in the little sachets. Remember back in the 70s and 80s when you used to have to boil them in the bag? You can still get them, by the way. I saw them in Morrison's this week. This is going to be a poshed up version of that. Okay, very simple and it's very quick. So first off, we need to get, John will put all the ingredients in the bottom, so don't worry about it, but we need 300 mils of whole milk, full fat milk, people. Into a pan that goes. Now admittedly that doesn't look like much, but that is where your sauce is going to come from, so don't panic. So we need to poach our fish until it's just cooked. Now my fish has still got the skin on it, so I'm going to have to remove that. And I'm going to remove that as soon as I finish poaching it. So I'm going to get some heat going in this pan and I'm going to pop my fish in. And as I said, although it doesn't look like very much in there, it is actually enough to just cover your fish. Obviously, do not use a pan that is too big. You need a pan that will just about hold your fish and then you'll have enough. So that is going to take about 4 minutes, obviously when you've got some heat going, which at the moment I do not. So let's crank that up a minute. Now remember, we are poaching this fish. We are not boiling the hell out of it. So do keep an eye. Mr. Stein says that once you've got some heat in your pan, it should probably take 3 to 4 minutes so that your fish is just cooked through. I'm a bit of a wuss with things like that. I don't really like things being just cooked. So I'm going to cook mine for 4 minutes rather than the 3 to 4 minutes. And hopefully that'll be enough. My slotted spoon to help me get it out in a moment. Now, once it's poached, I'm going to start my clock now. Once it's poached, I'm going to take it out, take the skin off and put it into a dish and pop it in a very low oven just to keep warm while we make the sauce, because as I said, this is literally going to be ready to go. Okay. Okay, so my fish has now had 4 minutes. Now obviously, depending on the size of your fish, you may have to adjust that. What I've tried to do is get fish the same or almost the same size as the recipe calls for. So the next thing to do is to gently remove the fish from the poaching liquor or the milk. I'm going to pop it down onto a board with a little bit of kitchen paper on. And then I'm going to get some, where are my tweezers? Tongs, and just try and gently remove the skin. Obviously if you've got asbestos fingers, much the better. but unfortunately I do not, and the skin comes away really easily. And the other one done. So I'm now going to put my fish into the little tray. Be gentle with it because you don't want it to break up if you can help it. Like so. And I'm going to put that into a very low oven just to keep it warm. Get rid of that. Now, straight on to the next piece. Take your egg yolk and your corn flour and put it into a bowl. Try to make sure you get all of it because the corn flour is going to thicken your sauce. Mix your egg yolk into it. And whisk the two bits together. Obviously it's going to be a dry lumpy mix basically. Then take a ladle full of your poaching liquid and add it into that basin. So make sure that your basin is heat proof and mix that around until it's nice and smooth. Now you want your milk now on quite a low heat. You don't want to split this or burn this. And once you've mixed it so it's nice and smooth, your corn flour mix is going back into the milk, which you are then going to mix on a low heat until it starts to thicken, and it's already thickened. That's how fast this is. My heat is on a number 1 and it's thickened. Now into that we're going to add our mixed, or our dried, not our dried, our chopped herbs, sorry. Need to take that off a minute because that is very hot. So that's curly parsley gone in and some finely chopped chives. Then we're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And that, ladies and gents, is your dinner cooked. Okay, if you give me a minute, I'll clear this up and I'll plate up and I'll show you a picture at the end. But it really is as simple as that. And there we have it. So hake, poached hake with parsley and chive sauce. I have served it with what we call champ, so mashed potato with spring onions in, Irish recipe, very simple, and some green beans and some carrots, but obviously you can serve it how you would like. So I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a very quick recipe. It came together very, very quickly. Give us a thumbs up if you do like it. Let me know if you do cook it and if you enjoy it also. If you've subscribed, great. If you haven't, please do. And we will see you all again really soon on Big Oggie World. Bye for now, everyone.